Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, July the 9th, 2021. Today we're pulling from the everyday tarot cards. So we're starting off with the moon. So we're definitely highlighting a cycle here. So we have the new moon that takes place on Saturday. And this cycle will last until the waning crescent. So I can't remember the healer that I was watching. I can't remember what platform it was on. I'll give him credit if I remember, but she was saying that some people may feel, or something that may have happened during the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse that has affected us, that is going to change. That is going to, you know what I mean? Like how I've been saying around, July 11th, which was, the crescent moon, is when things are going to start shifting. Where it's like if you lack of money, you're going to have a lot of money. Everything's just going to boom, 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 boom. You're starting to hear knockings of this. I definitely feel like balance is being restored. They were saying calm with this. And I feel like emotional calm. I feel like namaste, meditation. Like I definitely feel like this is a time where it's kind of like, even though this does mean a solar eclipse, it's like the sun. I feel like, your moon and sun are in harmony. We start with the moon and we end with the sun. So the moon is our receiving hand, our sun is our right hand. So I definitely feel like, receiving. I feel like with this cycle they're highlighting here. We have the Four of Wands, so time of celebrations. If you look at these flowers here, to me it kind of looks like fireworks. So I definitely feel like it's giving yourself permission to celebrate. Some of us, this is the last couple of weeks until we head back to school. We're starting a new school year. And I feel like it's like, give yourself permission to enjoy these times. Take those times off to sit there and be with family. Do those celebrations. It's been 15 to 16 months since we've been able to do these things. So I definitely feel like it's like, you know what? Celebrate life. Life is too short to sit there and keep passing by these opportunities to celebrate. We're only here for a mere blip. Do you want to sit there and be like work, 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 and then your whole life has passed you by? Then you're ready to celebrate, and everyone's, well, why would I want to celebrate with you when you brushed me off my whole life? So I definitely feel like work and play balance again. We have the Nine of Pentacles, so a rebirth, a birth of a child. To me, this looks like a crow. This looks bigger than the usual bird that's with this young lady. I definitely feel like success with this. We do see, like, all the grapes around her. We see all the pentacles around her. These are meant to be leaves, but it looks like crowns. So I definitely feel like, this is a time of success. We have the Six of Cups. So what they were showing me when I was reading for IG, because I always read for IG first, is that there's usually a pillar and it's made out of stone. So a stone is very solid. Usually it's the element or, human interference that actually disturbs, or like an earthquake or something like that disturbs stone. It's very hard to disturb stone. And I feel like when this cup that this person is sharing from is sitting on this pillar, I feel like this is a solid foundation. And I feel like this is what they're saying. Make sure it's a solid foundation. Talking about the Four of Wands. Speaking of foundation, buying a new home, building a home, moving, traveling, like these are the signs and the knockings of the Four of Wands. So I definitely feel like when they're talking about this young individual sitting there and giving from this cup, I definitely feel like there's plenty to give from, and it's a strong foundation to give from. Like, you will always be able to give from. You do see the walls, and you do definitely see a home here. You see this, like, kind of like, again, with the beautiful flowers here in these cups, and it kind of, I feel like it's like there's so much to give. I feel like, and it's those people that stood by your side. When you wanted to give up, they're like, no, like, who to give these cups to. We have the last card is the Sun. So, we were talking about this with the Six of Wands, and I said, this reminds me of the Sun card because, I feel like the Six of Wands, you go through the whole, minor arcana of the cards, and the Wands is usually the last suit in a lot of decks that I have. And I feel like, the victor wearing the wreath. Going back to the Wild Unknown, I believe was Wednesday's cards? Wednesday's cards. And, they were sitting there and they were saying, the Chariot, make sure that you're always on this horse's back, this horse to victory. You're always in control of your life. And they're like, don't let people steer you off this horse. Don't let people knock you off. Going after your confidence, making you feel insecure, making lewd comments about what you do out of jealousy and insecurity because, they don't have the drive in them to sit there and do the things that you do. And that's not why you do these things. You do these things because you want to be successful in life. But I definitely feel like it's like, it's people that sit there and run other people down. It's like, instead of wasting that energy running people down, why don't you put that invested in something? Why don't you start something for yourself? I will gladly help you, but you don't need to knock people down for it. So I definitely feel like with the sun, it's like ultimate success. With the moon, we receive, and the sun is like ultimate success. So according to the Everyday Tarot, we're starting with the moon. Connect with your intuition and your subconscious mind. We are also in a time of reflection. This is Pisces. Pisces is the reflector. So from this week until the 10th, we're in that reflective period. What do we want to leave behind in this cycle? What do we want to bring in? So it's just like, confidence and, being grounded, meditating, connecting with universe, being thankful for the things that we prayed for that have now come to fruition. You're experiencing a subtle force of nature, especially the lunar cycles. Allow yourself to flow with these energies. So flow with it. Things come along, just flow with it. Don't react in such a way where you're wasting so much energy or you're, draining yourself, You're sitting there and you're wasting all this energy, worry. And it's like, why am I worrying? I'll be fine. So we're going to go to the far right with the, four of wands, celebrations, weddings, engagements, anniversaries, birthdays, celebrating going back to school. I feel like this is something, they're showing me a young lady, maybe just starting school. They're like preschool, So it's just like getting exciting, a new cycle of, this rebirth of ourselves, right? You've been rapidly growing and expanding. Now it's time to pause and celebrate what you have achieved. Enjoy the fruits of your labors. A wedding, a birthday, homecoming, or a family get-together may also be in the cards. Again, and take these moments to enjoy. Take that day off. Go and be with your family. Enjoy. That's what life is about. These are the memories that you'll be shown. When we sit there and go to the next phase of our life, and it's like, do you want to be filled with work or do you want to be filled with memories? Yes, it's important to work, but it's also important, everyone that you are doing a service to, you're providing a service for, they take their times off. They sit there and they have their weekends or whatever, their days off. So it's just like you in turn have to do the same things. They may not understand that. They, sometimes they think people are, that they're not, when they ask for service, it should be provided. But, everybody is human at the end of the day. If you're run down, you can't not provide this service. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. You have created abundance. Now enjoy the fruits of your labors. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself. Use your wealth to create financial independence in the long term. And I definitely feel like it's like reinvesting in your business or putting that money away for, because, the ebbs and flows of the cycles of that you've gone through and you're beginning to see a pattern. So it's just like, sometimes, or, I was talking to a good friend of mine, they own a restaurant, and I was just like, I'm trying to figure out a pattern here. And she's like, well, one, we were talking about Christmas. Yeah. That sometimes, it's just like, that's just, a normal pattern. But she's like, from being in the business as long as she has, she goes, you can never predict the next year. She's like, as much as you try to see a pattern, she's like, you cannot predict it. So it's just like, sitting there and putting money away. Just in case things don't go the way. After the past 15 months, we could never have predicted this. Even with insurance, you can never have predicted this. You are filled with happy memories from the past, like reuniting with childhood friends or high school crushes. You feel carefree and imaginative. You bring harmony and cooperation to your current relationships. So it's just like, helping others. And I feel like it's giving from your how would you say that? You're abundant in knowledge, so you're sharing your knowledge. This could be the gardener. I'm sitting there and I'm harvesting, so I'm giving to those that don't, maybe weren't able to harvest. Maybe they did plant and they didn't have a good harvest. But I feel like you're able to give to others, and that's what raises the vibration of the world. Is like when we sit there and we share this knowledge. when we share it. Wow, look, the flowers are even on this one. It looks like fireworks with the sun, with the Six of Cups, and with the Four of Wands. So we're going to end on the sun. You are surrounded by warmth, radiance, and vitality. You are lit up, energized by possibility, growth, success. Radiate your light and shine it on the world. So keep doing what you're doing. If it's what you're passionate about, keep going. Like, sometimes, sometimes we go into ventures and it doesn't work out at that time. Maybe you started it during the last 15 months. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It was the wrong timing. No one could have predicted this. Even I said multivirus. I didn't see it on this level. But, if you're able to try again, I would try again. Maybe on a smaller platform, take what you've learned during that time and see if you can, do it on a smaller scale or do it part-time and see if it'll flourish this time. Never give up on your dreams. Just because the first time it didn't work, well, what do we learn from this time? You're more knowledgeable the next time around. Because you've already done a soft launch. You know what you want to do. You know how to put it out there. You know what audience to work. Maybe you've learned more since then. So it's just like, you could probably do this a second time around and you'll be more knowledgeable, and call on those people that like, with the Six of Cups that have done this before and can help you along the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, July the 9th, 2021. May the universe bless you good. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.